A potential big moment in this series coming up today as we have the potential to qualify for the knockout rounds of the Champions League for the very first time. Hello and welcome to Club 6, part 15 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we are at home against Lyon in the Champions League, and then we also have a game in La Liga against, why did I pick the ones I can't say? Getafe? Is that how you say it? Am I getting better at Spanish? I don't think I'm getting better at Spanish. Since you were last with me, form has been pretty good. We've won every game apart from the reverse fixture against Manchester City. You saw us beat them 2-0 at our place in the first leg. Well, not the first leg, the last episode, the first time we played them. I know what I mean. I think you know what I mean too. We went to their place, only lost 1-0. So I think under Champions League rules, that means if we finish level on points with them, we finish above them. We're certainly above them at the moment on head-to-head, plus a better goal difference as well, so it could be goal difference. But either way, we are looking pretty strong going into this game against Lyon. I think we beat Lyon last time around. Did we beat Lyon? No, we drew 2-2 with them. So, again, if we can beat Lyon now, we'll automatically finish above them on goal difference and head-to-head, and that will qualify us for the next round of the Champions League for the first time in this year's Non-League to Legend. This is what the league table looks like. We are slowly climbing up to 5th place now. 12 games played, 23 points on the board, just one place outside of the Champions League spot. Spain have gone back to getting 4 Champions League spots this season, so it's a little bit easier to qualify for the Champions League than it was last season, when we qualified anyway. But importantly, only 6 points off the top of the league now, as both Real Madrid, Barcelona and Atletico Madrid have all started to stumble just a little bit after very strong starts, and I think we are gradually forming up into a group of 5 with Real Betis as well, who are starting to pull away from the rest of the pack. I think we have a big 5 here in La Liga now, and we are definitely in that number. So we just need to make sure that by February we're still in the Champions League and we're in a title hunt, and that would be marvellous. But let's get into the game to make sure that we can do the first part of that, get through the Champions League, because a defeat here is problematic, and we do have a little bit in the way of injury problems, particularly down our left-hand side. Centelles and Calvillo, our 2 left-back options, are both injured. Garcia, our left winger, is also injured, so we do have a bit of a makeshift left-hand side going on for this game, but fingers crossed they can have enough about them to get past Lyon. We had this left-hand side in the last league game, which was a comfortable 3-0 win against Osasuna. So the team is Markovic in goal, a back 4 of Sanya, Alvaro, McCrory and Rodriguez. Moreno at the base of the midfield, O'Neill and Atz ahead of him, with Ruiz, Abraham and Gould as our front 3. Abraham is starting to turn in some good performances. That doesn't tell the whole story, because if we have a look at his recent form, okay, he did have a good spell. He went off the boil again slightly, but he did have a good spell there. Look, that was a good spell. So he's starting to justify the money we spent on him. Gould is the revelation of the season so far. He has been superb. 5 goals from 9 starts, 3 assists, 7.22. We need to find a way to sign him permanently in the summer. I suggest that's going to be easier said than done, though, because presumably Brentford aren't going to be keen to let him go. I still think it's mad that we've got a player of that quality who's on loan from Brentford, who I haven't even looked to see how Brentford are getting on in the Premier League, but I assume they're a lower Premier League team. I doubt they're up there challenging for the Champions League spots. So it is a little bit mad that he can't find a way into their team. It must be that they don't play a system that he fits into, although he can play up front as well. He played in the Cup for us as a striker, so I really don't understand. So let's get into... Oh, there you go. It even says we can secure a first knockout round with a win here. That's exactly what we want to do. So let's passionately say, go out there and impress me. We want to get into the first knockout round for the first time in this year's Non-League to Legend, as we slowly edge closer and closer towards the end of the series. A few people have been asking me about how Non-League to Legend ends. Those of you who have watched in previous years know the goal of the series is a Champions League win. So as soon as we win a Champions League, which could be this season, I think it's unlikely it'll be this season, but the moment we win the Champions League, the series ends. And as a couple of people have said, because we've been completely trophy free so far, there is the possibility, I realise we've just conceded a goal, which makes it even less likely it will happen this season, but there is the possibility we could win just the one trophy in the entire series and it be the Champions League, which I think that's quite a unique way to do Non-League to Legend. We've certainly never done it that way before, but we need to not worry about the end of the series and Champions League wins and focus on winning this game because we're 1-0 down. And as it stands, because of that, that pushes us outside of the knockout round spots, which, to be fair, we do have CSKA Moscow still to play with City and Lyon playing each other. So even if things ended as they are, it's certainly not over for us. But either way, we need to just win this game. Winning this game, and we don't have to worry about anything else. So that has to be the goal here. And I'm just trying to think combinations of things. If we were to lose this, but then beat CSKA Moscow, I don't think it matters what the result in the City-Lyon game is. I think we make it through. Because if City win, we finish above Lyon on points. If Lyon win, we finish above City on head-to-head performance. If it's a draw, we finish above Lyon on points. So as long as we win one of our last two games, we're through. But obviously the easiest way to do it is to just win this one, because then we guarantee finishing above City and Lyon. And there is Abraham with his 5th goal of the season to make it 1-1 on 25 minutes as he pushes us back into those qualification spots, up into 2nd place now. If we can grab another goal, we go back above Manchester City, which will be delightful. That's got, I tell you what, should we have some early passion? A little bit of early passion in the... Oh, Zat's got himself sent off here. That looked like he kicked out a little bit. Straight red. Dismissed for a 2-footed lunge. Brilliant. That's exactly what we needed. Ugh. Right. I'm just going to move Moreno over to there and play that as a midfield too. I don't want to push Moreno forward. I want to still have him sat in front of the defence, but he can sort of move over and cover the gap that was left by Ats. This is where we find out how good O'Neill and Moreno are. I think they're two of the best midfielders in the world and should be able to handle a 2-man midfield by themselves. The only problem is Lyon are playing a 5-man midfield, so there is the possibility they'll get a little outnumbered. So we might have to drop Gould and Ruiz back to add some bodies into that midfield, but I don't really want to do that while we're not winning the game, because we still want to go and get goals, and leaving Abraham up there all on his own isn't necessarily a route towards goals. That looked like just as bad a tackle as the one Ats did, but apparently not even a booking for that one. There is no justice in the world at all. Right, we go in at half-time, 1-1, but down to 10 men. I think we can still find a way through from here. We need passion. We've been the better team, just keep doing what you're doing, we'll be fine. I don't know if that's necessarily true. Actually, to be fair, it kind of is. So I'm glad I said it now, and hopefully we can use that as our motivation to drag us through into the next round of this competition. But we've given away a corner there as Lyon start the second half in energetic fashion, and we need to not make, do that. Yeah, Markovic keeping hold of it. That's the perfect outcome. That's exactly what we were looking for. Just Man City are beating Moscow 3-0, so comfortable win for them there. So they are all but through. Why is that changed to that? Oh, because we're drawing again now. So actually this almost puts us through. Is this enough? A draw shouldn't be enough. But do we beat them on head-to-head through it being away goals? Imagine if we can backdoor our way through with a draw. That would confuse me massively. Right, we're gonna make some changes to the midfield where there's tired legs. We're going to bring on Mosca, and we're going to put him there, and we're going to push forward a little bit. Still going to have him playing the same role, deep line playmaker, but just play him a little bit further forward as we go and try and find a winner. This is where those of you who understand how this competition works are screaming, "No, Kev, as it stands now, you're through. Defend, defend." That's not how we do things around here. And we are going to take off Ruiz as well and bring on Valentini on that left-hand side. Another attacking change as we go and try and find a winner in this game. You'll have to excuse my blocked nose sounding voice as well. I think hay fever season has started here in the garage. So I'm a little bit sniffly, a little bit blocked nosy. Is that a thing people say? I'm blocked nosy. I'm going to take off O'Neill now as well. Again, similar reason to taking off Moreno. He's just done a lot of running playing in that midfield by himself. Let's bring someone else on to do the running to end the game and show some passion while we do it as we try and grab a winner. An unlikely winner in the circumstances when we played more than half the game with 10 men, but we've still been the better team. We're controlling possession. We're creating more chances. We just need to find a winner from somewhere. Abraham from way, way out. He would have cemented himself as a Sevilla hero if he'd have scored there, because that would have been a little bit spectacular. An audacious effort, one may say. Right, I think that is that. And I wonder if that's enough for us to qualify as well, because we've got a better head-to-head with Lyon if away goals count, but I don't know if they do. Let's calmly say it wasn't our night. I think in the circumstances, a draw is fine. We're all but through anyway, especially with CSK and Moscow still to play, who we've already beaten comfortably once. Is that enough? It is enough. The head-to-head away goals must count. We have qualified from Group G, and now I guess we're going to be cheering on Lyon in that last match as we hope to beat Moscow, hope Lyon beat Man City, and we can find a way to top the group. But the important thing is, job done. We have qualified for the first knockout round of the Champions League, which is awesome. Just a couple of changes for the league game then. In the interests of keeping players fit, O'Neill and Gould both did a lot of running in that last game. Atz, not so much, so he gets to keep his place. Mosca comes in for O'Neill. Montero comes in on the right-hand side of midfield for Gould. And building on what we said an episode or two back, I think Pozo is probably done. It's very much Montero and Gould battling for the right-hand side of our midfield now. They're both very, very good young players. So if anyone wants to buy Pozo, let me know. Right, passionately, I expect nothing but a win to keep our good run of form going. That's exactly what I expect. We have been playing very, very well. Hopefully, we can continue that run of form, and actually, it looks like we're playing when nobody else is. So, although it gives everyone above us a game in hand, it does give us the opportunity to push ourselves up above Betis, at least, level on points for Real Madrid with a win, although they have a massive goal difference. That is ridiculous. A goal difference of 30 after 12 games. How have they not won every single match? I don't understand. Have we just won a penalty? We've gone over to the little telly. It is a penalty, assuming we're wearing the white kits. I'm just checking we are good. It's Atz to take. And goodness me, is he the villain of this episode. A red card in the last match, a missed penalty in this one. He really doesn't want us to like him, does he? We spent a lot of money on him in the summer. We're paying him an awful lot of money. And he needs to start repaying us soon, because we can't be getting sent off and missing penalties all over the place. That's the way to get yourself a reputation as a bit of a bottler. And now Getafe with a chance that goes just over the crossbar, and we need to sort ourselves out a little bit. We've been quite poor in this first half. We're having a Champions League hangover, I think. Atz more than anybody, and in fact he's having a terrible game as well. O'Neill is sat there on the bench, as is Mateus, and I think we would expect to see one, if not both of them, fairly early in the second half. But I think we need an assertive, it's time for everyone to dig in. Exactly, it is time for everyone to dig in. We can't go and get all fancy in the Champions League, qualifying for the next round, and then go and mess up in league games that we should be winning. This lot are down in the relegation zone. We can't keep dropping points in the league against teams like this. So let's not do that. Sanya with the interception plays it forward to Ruiz, and now it's Atz trying to redeem himself. Plays Abraham through. That was a lovely pass from Atz, and Abraham straight at the keeper. He misses a lot of chances, doesn't he? He's still young enough to come good, and I think he will. But goodness me, is he a frustration at the moment. Montero's been fouled there. They've had a player sent off. I think it's just a free kick. I don't think it was inside the area. And we're forming up to take a free kick, and we don't even get to see the free kick. Smashing. Well, now we're playing against 10 men. We really have got... shall we... I want to demand more. We're playing against 10 men relegation team. We really should be 3 or 4-0 up by this point. We've created so many chances, 2 clear-cut chances, and we're still not ahead in this game. Abraham now, and he does brilliantly to skip past his player. He's still going, but then got a bit greedy and kept hold of it for too long. But here's Rodriguez on the right-hand side, crossing position, but just gives the ball away. In fact, it's a foul. Is that a penalty? That was inside the area, wasn't it? It wasn't a foul. Right. We need to make a change. We need to get O'Neill on. Ats has been poor. O'Neill can come on. That's the only change we need to do for now. But I can't be having Ats on there after missing a penalty and getting sent off. He's upset me. He now needs to do a lot to get himself back in my good books. We'll bring on our world-class midfielder with half an hour to go. Ruiz can come off for Gould. And can we get... There you go. Montero can go to that left-hand side. That gets another winger on. Let's show some passion. And I don't know what we've got to do to find a way through in this game. I guess Valentini up front is the other obvious one. Abraham can come off. Valentini can come on. But we've got an injury. Oh, Gould's injured. Brilliant. I didn't even see that. Right. We have to bring Valentini on for Gould then, I guess. And do that. Well, that's not good because Gould has been a superstar for us this season. Just let me make the change I'm trying to make. There we go. We do that. And then... did we do the passion? We did the passion. Let's go attacking. I don't know what to do. Push forward. Just score a goal, for goodness sake. This is just silly. Sometimes this game just upsets me. Moscow with the free kick. It's a terrible one. Look at how we've dominated that match. And nothing to show for it. Absolutely ridiculous. We're going to shout at them. You weren't good enough. And what another bunch of highs and lows. This isn't going to be an easy season, is it? The game refuses to let me have an easy season. Right. Next episode, we're going to be in the middle of January. I think we'll probably do. I mean, look at the state of January. We could show all 4 matches in there and it wouldn't be a disappointment. I think we're going to do Real Madrid and Athletic Bilbao, though. We'll do those 2 in the middle of January. There's no money for transfers, so don't expect transfers to have happened, although I guess we could have some of our players stolen away. Manchester United are interested in Paul O'Neill, which he does have a £100 million release clause. But if they want to pay it, we can't keep him here. But we'll have Real Madrid, Athletic Bilbao, and we'll know by the end of January whether we're in a title race or not, or whether we just need to put our full focus on the Champions League this year. We shall see. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.